who are with today?
Andy the chiropractor. What's up,
There we go.
everybody?
Andy the chiropractor. Is that gonna be your label from now on?
I don't know, man. My Instagram's Andy the Primal, but I'm just Andy.
Where did
So,
Primal
I
come
guess.
from?
I just wanted to switch it up because I don't know. I had it was my first and last name before, but I just wanted something different.
Right. It's like I feel like everyone goes through a phase that's similar to that where you're like, okay, I want to change it. So like I changed mine so many times because I used to have mine the same way.
Yeah.
First name and then middle name, and then I switched it to first name and then my initials of my last. So
Mm,
today we're at Hangar 18. Is that right?
you're 18. Yep.
We're gonna do some boulders. It should be very, very fun. We have a beautiful view. If you mind stepping this way so that camera can follow you. But
Beautiful.
wait, child. I don't want people to get run. We're not gonna get run over here, guys. We don't get insurance for that.
It's
But
beautiful. Look at that view.
it's awesome. It's awesome. So the camera can mainly be on you or it could be on me as we climb. The cool thing is that it's gonna climb, it's gonna catch us
Yeah.
going
Gonna
up.
track us?
That's the goal. So I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
do my very best so that we get all that. We got some good questions. One thing that I want to highlight is that you have your doctorate at how
Yes.
old are you?
25.
Yeah.
25. I just graduated like last month, so
How do you feel? Like, I mean, it's been, you said 7 years. We talked briefly before this.
yeah.
You told me that it was 7 years of grind. Did it feel that long or did it feel actually faster than that?
Honestly, it feels like the last couple years have felt very fast in grad school. When I was getting my bachelor's degree, so the first couple years out of high school felt like it went really slow because I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go, where I wanted to land. I'm figuring things out. I was working full time while I was in school, so it just felt like a dread. I'm going to work, I'm doing all these hours and then school back and forth. So the first few years were a little rough, but the once I got into Cairo school and my vision was very clear and what I wanted to do, it just flew.
It's like you get into a tunnel vision, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's definitely that's the mindset that all the people that I've interviewed so far have had. It's just like they don't look sideways to see whether there's scars coming. They just like, nah, it's
Yeah.
my road and my road only, and I'm going.
Mm,
And they get what they want, you know.
yeah.
I don't know if you had the chance of seeing any of the previous podcasts I've made, but towards the end, I'm going to ask you a question that our previous guest Mario had set up. I'm not going to tell you a question just yet. I mean, if
Okay.
you want to
No,
say it to
no,
you off
you're good.
camera, like you can prep, but we're going to get our warm up started because okay, I don't personally climb, not as often, not as often.
I don't climb often either.
I'll explain. I do calisthenics, so that's one of the reasons. The reason I genuinely got into climbing was my best friend when they told me, "Hey, do you want to do bouldering?" And I didn't know what it was, and then I got into watching Adam Ondra, and then boom, I fell in love with bouldering.
It's a
But
beast.
he is, and then when I genuinely like, okay, I want to try climbing, it was Alex Honnold. Have you watched Free Solo?
Great.
That's
Yeah.
probably one of my biggest
Great.
inspirations.
Yeah.
We're gonna get our warm up started. We're gonna get some. I don't know. I didn't bring any electrolytes. That's my fault. Did you bring anything to keep your body hydrated?
No,
All
nothing.
right.
I've got my water, but
Okay,
that's
there we
it.
go.
Water.
That's all we need. All right, peace out.
All
We'll
right.
see y'all in a bit.
Let's get it.
So we just warmed up. Andy's the main focus right now. I'm kind of, if not, then we can just take it off,
No,
and
it's
then
good.
we'll just like that. So these are not V2s, bro. This is horrible. Like
Let's see. It's the first V2.
it's the first V2, bro. I feel like I don't know how to climb. I feel like I'm starting all over again. It sucks. I like it though. Don't get me wrong. We did a V0. I was telling Andy that my footwork sucks, so I'm gonna get a lot of advices from you.
Yeah. The biggest thing I think is one is not trying to fight the movement on the wall, is like trying to use all your muscle and all your strength. See, because the thing is, most of the problems should be able to be done statically, meaning like you shouldn't have to jump or dive in your reach. Even the smallest climbers, they're able to do it static, nice, slow, controlled. So if it feels hard for you to do that move, your feet or your hips or something isn't in the right place, most likely. So that's what we are going to work on
I
today.
mean, definitely. I remember my best friend told me once that tall people reach, short people climb.
Yeah.
That's one of my best friend told me, and I was saying, wait a second, because I realized me climbing up there, I was like, because I'm just trying to grab stuff, and I'm not that tall either, but I'm just like trying to get up there as quick as possible. If you would have seen him, he is so smooth. So we'll find a V1 that I could do, so you guys can see a little bit of my footwork. Before we continue, I want to hit the first question: why chiropractic?
So I got into it. I actually that wasn't my first initial thought of what I wanted my career to be. I wanted to go into physical therapy and become a doctor of physical therapy. So I was getting my kinesiology degree in undergrad, and when I was about 20, so about 5 years ago, I was in my junior year. This was like right before COVID happened, when the gyms closed and everything started closing. I was at my school gym and I injured my back. I was lifting super heavy, ego lifting. I was probably trying to impress a girl or something at the gym. And I hurt my back really bad. I went to the car. I realized I was in the worst pain of my life. And I didn't know it yet, but I herniated two discs in my low back. So L5, yeah,
Holy.
L5 S1 and L4 L5. So yeah, that happened, and I started seeing a chiropractor, and I got better. So I fell in love with it through that healing process of my own, and I was like, you know what, like this is what I want to do with my life. So shout out to that doctor, and yeah, I got better within about 3 months, and
And that's a big injury though. 3 months, that's a short recovery for an injury that big.
but it still does affect me. Like I have flare ups that come up here and there. Sometimes when I'm climbing and I jump down and I land heavy, I can't like squat really heavy, a lot of weight on my back because it puts a lot of pressure on my disc. So I have to be cautious with it now. But thankfully, I'm grateful for that injury because one, it taught me a lot about self awareness in my own body. But two, it led me to find out about chiropractic, and I haven't looked back since then. So yeah,
But I mean, that's a lot, brother. How you deal it when you run? Because if you're doing an uphill, the uphill, if you don't know how to run it, it'll get you on your back.
yeah, that's
How
true.
do you?
Usually, I think running is really good for low back pain and for disc discomfort. But if you overdo it, if you're doing like excessive runs, like stuff that I kind of do, anything over like 5 miles, it can start to flare you up. And I dealt with a few of those issues, but I've noticed like the more that I run, the better I feel. The more
Gotcha.
I'm sitting, the more pressure I'm putting on my discs, the worse my back tends to feel. So I feel great when I'm running.
So you know what that means? We have to get going, and we're gonna have to find another. I'm eyeing a V2 that's right there. We'll get the grind going, see how it goes.
Hey, how can you
So
see that for me?
I
You
think I
got
don't.
good vision, bro.
I don't know. I just like to look for the easy stuff, bro. I'm not a fan of like I don't know, bro. I'm looking at everything over here, and it's just like nuts. Because the thing is, maybe if I would have not heard, because my like how you mentioned to me that they like over here they migrate a little hard.
Mhm.
My best friend mentioned to me that they grade hard here. So it's like two people. My brain is already like we'll talk about the red car theory in a moment, but
Yeah.
let's get going to the
Let's
next
go.
place. Here, I'll
Let's
make
go.
it so I attract my face. All right, let's
Did
go,
you
bro.
actually see a V2?
No, it is a V2, right? The yellow one right there.
Ah, it is. You're right.
It is a V2. I'm not that crazy, y'all. All right.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna try to flip the camera so that it tracks it going that way and it looks a little better, like
Yeah.
that. Because we're not gonna climb at the same time, so
Yeah.
like that you see a little bit more of that.
Yeah. Let me guess my chalk.
Yes. In the meantime, while he's go getting it, while he's going to get it, I'm just gonna chill here and acknowledge things that are happening in my life. You're gonna go?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try it. You want to try like this?
Chalked up.
Let's try like this, and then we'll try the other way. Just
Yeah.
we'll try with the camera looking at you. Give me 1 second. There you go. Get facing there.
There. In it.
No, no. There we go. Wait. One more time. One more time. There you go, bro. All right.
Oh, now it's tracking me. Which one? This yellow too?
Yeah. I lost you. There you go.
It's tracking me?
You got you back. There we go.
Yeah, it is. That worked.
There we go.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's crazy.
And I'm mic'd up. So
Have fun, bro.
let me
Enjoy,
see.
enjoy the ride.
Hold on. Let me just read it first.
Do the V0 too, bro. Whichever one you want to do, I promise you, people won't feel what we feel.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I don't know if that was the right start, but
You have a solid volume right there.
go this way. I should be going here.
Nice. So you guys see how he's doing it so calmly, like taking his time, thinking of footwork, thinking on where to step on next, barely using any force. I'm gonna look like a rabbit that's getting his ears chopped off. There we go. There we go. Smooth like butter.
What do you think? Was it tracking me?
That was sick. No, yeah.
Oh,
If you want to look at the rewind. All right. So now it's my turn. I'm scared now. Like I only record myself climbing with my friend, and I don't think I ever posted any of those videos. But there's one that was so fun. It was like a VB, like V beginner, like not even a V0, but it was like funny. It was like a troll because I was like, wait, how do I get my foot up there? And I was trying to crack climb, and he told me, oh, you're not supposed to use cracks. I was like, what do you mean I'm not supposed to use a crack? By the way, could you check if my mic is green?
yeah, it's green.
All right, let's
Okay,
see.
to go.
Oh, I see. It's the grip, bro.
Yeah, you got it. Nice. Very nice.
Uh,
You got it. You got it. You got it.
how? Oh, my foot is slippery.
You got. Okay. There you go. Get your feet on. Nice. Money, bro. Money.
That's okay, bro.
Yeah.
Let that be a part of the video. That shit fucking suck, bro.
Oh, dude, you did that. Made that look easy.
No way. Bro.
Well, you kind of muscled through it.
Yeah, exactly. That's
It's
what
harder. It's harder than it could needed to be.
That's like we're gonna look at the rewind, and I'm gonna and you can well, oh, you guys can look at the rewind. You're gonna see the side by side comparison. But my shit was horrible. As you can tell over here, guys, the form that Andy has and the form that I'm just kidding. I don't know much about climbing or bouldering. However, as you guys could tell, he's way, way, way more calm than I am. I'm just trying to get myself up there. But as you can see on Andy's side, he is actually using the footholds. I mean, I don't know if they're called footholds, but their placement of his feet, he's so much more calm. I'm just like desperately trying to get up there, as you can tell right there. I'm like hanging on to my dear life. But that's mainly because I'm a little scared of falling. And even then, look at this part. Yep, yep. I dropped the camera. It's horrible, horrible. I tell you. Andy looks so calm, so neat, and then he comes down and easy peasy lemon squeezy for him. I genuinely think I need to get back to rock climbing. But here's the rest of the video. Enjoy. More of an upward angle. Let me see if I could just move this a little bit more to the side. There you go.
This thing's on. Yeah, it's on.
Yeah. So as you can tell, my knowledge on climbing, and I also get freaked out when I climb. It's like it happens the same thing to me when I swim, because when I swim, I'm learning how to swim,
Okay.
and
Oh yeah.
I like kind of choke myself, or how can I say it? I just need to get out if I'm not breathing well. If at some point I do the wrong breath, I just lose everything that I'm doing. Like I lose track of focus.
Yeah.
Okay, not only you're a chiropractor, not only did you finish all your hours, you're also an ultramarathon runner.
Yes, soon to be an official.
So, but
I'm an unofficial. I've done a few unofficial runs.
but that's still pretty nuts.
Yeah.
So I want to get to the first question, which I think is one of the most important ones. Did running take a part into your deciding factor of becoming a chiropractor? I mean, or did the chiropractic took a definitive factor in you becoming an ultramarathoner?
I think so. The running came second. I was never really a runner, like an athlete. Um, But midway through chiropractic school, I made friends. One of my friends that was also in the program with me, she used to do bodybuilding competitions. And even though she looked great, she still looked fine. But she was like, no, like, I feel fat. Like, we're gaining all this weight from studying and, whatever, all the stuff, tests, quizzes, haven't been working out. And she's like, I want to sign up for a half marathon. And I was like, all right, like I'm in too. So we signed up for it. We had 8 months to train. And by the second month, I was already running like 12 miles. And I was like, I'm already doing a half marathon. Like, let's just sign up for the full thing. So I convinced her and then everyone else who was doing it with us to do the full. So instead of training for the half, we trained for the full. And then a lot of people bailed, but three of us stuck with it and we trained for it. And then I ran it. So that was 2 years ago, 2023. Yes. And it was a lot of fun and I learned a lot about myself and I got in great shape and But afterwards, I felt really much like I never want to run ever again in my life. So I took like almost a whole year off of running. 2024, I did barely any running at all. And then 2025, I just was like going on a few more runs consistently and actually having fun with it. And I said, I want to sign up for that marathon again, which was Long Beach Marathon, by the way. So that was my
Oh, nice.
first in 2023. And then I ran it again recently, 2025. So I just wanted to beat my time.
What
So
was your first time?
first time was right just shy of 5 hours, so 4:57.
Solid. And
Yeah.
what's your time? What's your second? What was the time for your second time you ran Long Beach?
Yes. So the first time I ran it was I think that's like almost a 12-minute pace. It wasn't great at all, but for not having a
I
running
mean,
background, and I mean,
how many people do you know that could do 26 miles at a 12 flat pace, bro?
yeah,
It's
with almost no background
with
to
no
run it
background on
ever.
running.
So I only had a few months to train,
Okay.
and so my goal was just to beat it, hopefully get like a 4:30, and I got a 3:57. So I took a whole hour off of my time.
Solid. You
So
ran at 8, what? No, that's not like a 9 flat?
like a 9 flat pace.
That
Yeah.
is solid for
Yes.
26 miles. Like, if you guys have never tried keeping 9 or 10 miles, let's say 10 miles at 8 flat or 9 flat pace, try it out.
Yeah.
It'll test you and it'll define you as a person.
That's true.
But at the end of
That's
the
true.
day, because I've been running since I was in high school. I did cross and track, but I never touched a marathon. Actually, we had. Have you heard of SRLA?
No, never heard of
So
that.
that's students run LA.
Okay.
Cross country had beef with SRLA, or at least I personally had beef with
Oh.
SRLA. It's not so much like I hated them, but it's more like this rivalry of like they think they could run, but they're just going like they're walking. Some of them were walking, some of them were not. I was too judgmental when I was little, but then again, I was what 14, 15. You know, when you're 14 or 15, you're what you say
Yeah.
kind of doesn't count to some things that you do.
And whatever group you're a part of, I feel like that also makes you just want to be like, no,
Yeah,
we're better than them,
pretty
whatever it is.
much.
So
Your clique defines you a lot because at the end of the day, like you seek for so much approval when you're younger. Well, at least I did. I don't know if did you go through something like that? Like what
yeah,
you
I
seek?
think I was the same way a lot. I would do things for other people, because I wanted to fit in, or I'd even lie about things because I wanted to seem cool, fit in with whoever I was with. So yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, I mean, and when I would see them, I was like, why? But then it clicked into me that I was like, dude, I wish at least I did it once in my senior year or in my junior year. It would have been perfect because I would have run a marathon already. But at the moment, I've never run more than 15 miles in my life. And recently, the most I've ran was 13 miles. I did Shabaram Trail. I don't know Shabaram Trail. I don't know if you ever done it.
I haven't done it. No.
It's just horrible. I did it with Chef Aaron. He's gonna come in the podcast at some point. And dude, it's gross. And the most I've run at a decent pace was I did the San Gabriel Trail, and I ran like a 45, 10 miles. So a 45 average miles.
That's good.
Yeah, but the goal is to do that one at a Farklet or a threshold. Anyways, moving on from the running, let's talk about the discipline and the determination it took for you to get to where you are. Let's find another little climb. Let's get our voices cracking a little more, and
Yeah.
then let's be a little more of breath so that people can keep feeling engaged. Oh, there's a V4. There's a V4 right behind us. It's this one right here. You're gonna try it out.
I'm gonna try it out. We're gonna see.
How do you feel as a person right now?
I think something the person who got me into climbing is one of my long time friends. He's been climbing for 10 years, and he told me he's like, dude, I just come to the gym. Well, he can do like V8, V9s and stuff like that, so he can basically do everything in the gym. But he always told me like, I don't look at the grades. If it looks fun, I'm gonna try it.
Right.
So
Actually, that's true. I've heard of that too.
so I kind of just like try to avoid I mean, the hard part is that they're there.
right.
You can't avoid them.
It's
So I
crazy.
prefer when they're color coded because then I don't have to know what color it is,
There we go.
and I just kind of go for it. But when they have the numbers, I'm like, I don't see it. I don't see it. Whatever. I'm just gonna try it. If it looks, if it's a 7, if it's a 7, whatever.
Like if the color looks pretty, that's when you're like, oh, I'll do that one.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the yellow one that's right there,
Yeah,
man.
so
Alright,
I'm not scared. I'm not confined to a number.
time to
okay?
go have fun, brother. Let me just set this up so you can have even more fun,
Yeah,
dude.
that's yeah. When you came down, that the thing shook it, and that's
There
what
we go.
Yeah, I don't like to confine myself to a number.
Never do.
Not like I'm a V5 climber. No,
I did that for such a long time, but then I stopped being a climber and I went back to calisthenics. So I was like, I think it's time to like redefine myself. I'll ask you about the red car theory in a moment.
Sorry.
That's I hate this part.
Yes, 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 yes. You might just have to hold it because this thing is very.
Yeah, I'll probably just do that. Let me see. Hold up. There we go. There we go. And then it's gonna get your face. All right, I'm holding it, bruh.
All right, bet.
It's all you, big dog.
So, uh, that's the finish. Oh, okay, okay. What I signed up for. Let's try it. I
Have
guess.
fun with it, brother.
Let's try it.
Oof. Good. You got it. You got it.
Hold on.
Maybe switch hands.
I gotta see here.
Ooh.
I didn't see this little jib on this piece here.
The the little what? Hold on. The camera lost you, bro.
See this little jib? I didn't see this little jib here.
Oh, I see it.
So
How about this? Let's switch like that. Oh, you're gonna try it again?
I just want to see,
Go.
kind of like mapping it some there. And then I gotta go. Don't see what the next move is. This thing blocks you a lot. I
I
see
mean,
why it's hard now.
it's like the volume can help you or mess you.
Yeah.
What if you do it upside down? Have you seen those people that do it like they climb like the side like upside down and some crazy stuff, bro? Have you ever thought of that?
I'm not starting it upside down.
No.
That hanging it. Let me see. I'll try it again.
Go for it, bro.
Here.
Yes. Nice.
Come on.
Oh, I'm not gonna leave you alone on that one. I'll try it out too.
I don't think that one's it.
I'm gonna have Andy hold on to the camera,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna see what I could do in my life.
Whew.
So while I set up, can you share with us a little bit about the red car?
Yes.
So there we go.
So I was telling him about this theory that I heard once, the red car theory. So basically, sorry, I'm out of breath too. So basically, what it means is if you're driving on the freeway, if you could think right now of how many red cars you think you see when you drive, you probably think, yeah, probably not too many. But if you put your mind and you think about it consciously when you're out driving, you'd probably notice a lot more red cars or blue cars. It doesn't matter. Yellow cars. But it's like if you put your mind and you start thinking about red cars, how would I say it? Hold on, sorry.
You'll notice more of the red cars.
Yeah, you'll notice more of the red cars. So the analogy basically just means is what you think about comes about, what you focus on will grow.
There you
So
go.
if you focus on red cars, you'll see red cars. If you want to increase your happiness, you need to focus on it. You need to think about being happy, think about being positive, filling your mind with positive thoughts.
Right. Because if you the moment you step into that sadness, then that sadness becomes your life, and you're like, oh, I'm sad because I don't have
Yeah,
this because of
yeah.
that, and you just like too focused on that.
Hmm.
I feel like that happened to me recently, where like I had such a scarcity mindset, and my girlfriend completely obliterated that perspective. Like and I just recently changed. I've been dating my girlfriend for the past 3 4 years, and
Nice.
thanks to like the last year, my whole perspective just shifted.
Yeah.
How do you learn about that though?
I think it was a lot of just like my own self reflection. I used to work in construction with my dad. He's been doing that for 30 years. And I'd go with him outside of high school in my free time. And I was very unhappy, very like depressed and dealt with a lot of emotions. But I realized looking back now, I had no reason to be depressed. I was just doing it. I don't know if it was for attention or for, just to do it. I just was thinking negative thoughts, listening to everything negative. And then I remember I had this one day where I was really upset, and I came home. Mom's like, "Oh, like come eat dinner," and it was super late, and I was tired, and I was like, "I'm good. I'm gonna just go lay down." And I went to my room, laid down, and I started thinking. I was just like very upset about like why am I doing this to myself? And I was like, I need to be more grateful. And I was like, yeah, let me try that. Let me try thinking about things that I'm grateful for. And the first thing I thought of was my pillow because when I laid in bed, I'm tired, exhausted, working like
That's
15
nice.
hours. I
Nice.
thought about my pillow and I was like, I wonder how life would be if I didn't have this pillow. And I grabbed it and I threw it on the floor. This is a real story. I threw it on the floor and I was like, I'm gonna try to go to sleep like without my pillow, just to see if I was being ungrateful for it or not. And it was tough. I couldn't do it. And I realized how grateful I was for something as simple as my pillow. So the next day, when we're driving to work in my dad's truck, I see people at the bus stop and they're waiting for the bus. And I'm like, wow, like we have this truck. This isn't the nicest truck in the world, but like people are waiting for the bus. You know, they don't have a car. Like I'm grateful to have a car. I'm grateful to have a job, right? Some people aren't working. And I started just shifting my mindset then, thinking about what I'm grateful for. And it's something that I still do. So, like you're saying, the scarcity mindset that you once had, like once you just become happy and grateful for like everything that you do have in life, you realize like everything else is just a blessing. You stop wanting, greed. That's something that humans are guilty of. We're super greedy. We always want this new thing and this bag and this and that. But when you can sit and think with yourself about like what truly makes you happy or what you need and what you already own, that's when you realize you won and where you can be. I think like truly happy, you know.
And I think not a lot of people, because I wish I had someone earlier in my life that told me that, whether it was my girlfriend, whether it was you, but someone that had that perspective on building a positive mindset as an
Yeah.
asset to your life before money, before anything. Because at the end of the day, that's what's gonna get you moving through the days. Like those your hardest days or your saddest days
Hmm.
are gonna be sad because you're focusing too much on the sadness instead of thinking of the positive aspect of what could have happened that day. You know, like
Exactly.
you had a plate of food, you had a pillow to lay down on, you have shower, roof, shelter, like
So many
so many
things,
things.
but you're focusing on the one thing that happened. It's like another thing. A girl one time at work, I was a manager at a job, and I got a call. This girl was crying. I'm not gonna come into work. I'm gonna be late because I just hit a nail in the road, and like I have to wait for somebody to come change my tire. And I was like, it's okay, don't worry about it. When she got here, I brought her to the office, and I told her like, she's like, my day's ruined, and I was like, why is your day ruined? That's just one small part of your day. You can't let that like overtake your mind, you know? Like you just need to sit and be grateful. Like I have a car that is able to get a flat tire. There's people out there who don't
Then
have
have a
a
car,
car, you know what I
bro.
mean? So it's like that's how the way that I think. And I think she understood after we talked how like she was like, you know what, you're right. Like I need to be more grateful. Like even though this is something negative that happened to me, I'm seeing it through a different light. Like wow, the fact that I can't even get a flat tire is a blessing in itself because I have a car and some people don't. So it's switching or rewiring that train of thought. You know?
And that takes work too. Like this, like it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
also happen over the morning because you have to face something that makes you change. Right.
100% agree.
Let me see if I could back you up a little bit
Yeah.
on that thing.
Yeah.
I want to
Come on, I
try it,
believe in
bro.
you.
I don't promise anything.
You got it. Nice. There you go.
No. Oh, I got a cramp. Oh, I suck. No, no, I suck.
Camp where with your hands?
No, here.
Oh,
When I
okay.
went
Like
when I
when you
stretched,
wrapped around.
I don't think I didn't stretch my legs, bro.
That was a bold move.
No,
I said,
it
dang.
was a risky move, but it was worth it. All right, let's go find another one. What you
Yeah,
think?
this one is not happening.
Yeah, no,
It looked doable, but
it looked. Well, the V2 was doable. The V4, on the other hand, that was something else. See, this is crazy, bro.
let's see.
Oh, there's a nice V0 right there. There's a V1 right here. You see,
V1. I'm thinking V6s.
you try. You hear this?
Just
That's what I was gonna tell
hey,
you.
look at this. Look at
Like,
this one.
how do you get?
Look at
That's
these.
sick. Hold on,
I
bro.
like that.
Let me get that on camera. Hold up. It's not, bro. Could you get me, bro? There we go. Look at that. Show him again. Is this one? Oh, no.
These two.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
Yeah, they got the little faces on them. Pretty sick.
Tight.
This is a cool wall.
I'm talking about that V1 right there. I want to do something, bro.
This one, look at this one.
Let me see.
This one's labeled bruh.
There we go. Which one?
That one that's just labeled bruh.
Bro, bruh.
See, I like that because it doesn't tell
Oh,
you
that's
what
a
it is.
dino, though.
As a dino.
Let's do it.
You like dinos?
I'll try it. I'll try a dino or
That
two.
looks pretty hard though. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a lot of explosiveness, no?
Because there's not even a foothold. It's just the
The wall. Let me see. I'll try the dino,
or
bro.
I think it's like a
Like you start from there.
no, you start that's the one you start at.
What is this though?
No, I think that's a different move. Because that's up there.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Like I think this one is a dino this way. You swing and land here. See what I mean? Like you gotta swing towards this way.
Nope.
Maybe you like barn door like a I think it's more of like
Bro, it's an appropriate name for this. Hold up.
yeah.
Let me say. Let me put aside to get you.
Or it's
Turn
like
around.
one of those.
Hold up.
I'll
It didn't
try
get you,
again
bro.
right
Try it
now.
again. Try it again.
Yeah.
There you go. It's all you, big dog.
No. I'll try it again right now.
What if I just jump it, bro? F it.
Because I
Let's
think
see.
it's yeah, it actually kind of looks doable. The finish is oh, it's up there. Dang, so the wait, what the finish is that?
Nah, G. I'm straight. I'm good.
So once you get there, you go there, and then you gotta.
No, but the thing is, like, what? Like, how do you put your foot here to there? Like, Why would you put your foot here? Like, where would you go from there? Like, would you make a lever and then like go like that, or like you said, it has to be like this?
Yeah,
I don't know, bro.
I see what you mean.
Nah, that's crazy. Oh, the camera wasn't even tracking me while I was walking. Whatever. The that's this. That's ridiculous, bro. Hold up, let me put it aside. It gets you.
As if you're here. Oh yeah. But it could be
There we
like
go.
that.
So your friend's been climbing for this long, and you started climbing about 3 years ago. You said? No,
No, I've only been. I started climbing total probably like a year and a half.
year and a half. That's solid though.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen you. I'm
Oh,
gonna put all your links in the description. But I've seen your posts on Instagram. You have a lot of strength, bro.
yeah.
If anything, we could jump from here to a workout, bro. We'll do a quick little banger with pull-ups.
Yep.
I know you did pull-ups yesterday, but
We'll do some more. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. So this.
there we go.
I can't. Like, look at. Because I'm thinking if I get my right foot on there.
Oh, you see that green V2 though?
What? The green. Oh yeah. Hey,
Try that one out.
that looks very doable.
That one looks more doable than the freaking bruh.
But I kind of want to. I'm warmed up. I want to try something hard.
Wait, was it that one said? That one has like a little golden thing, right? You see the purple one? It has something that's cool.
Yeah. Let's see what I can't read what it says. Beach house. I don't know. I don't know what that says.
That is crazy though. What freaks me out the most is that there's people that could actually do this V6, V2s like nothing. That's just
They
like
do.
there's like I think they're superhumans. I mean, same thing with an ultra marathoner. Like, how many people do you know that are willing to keep up a pace? Like, well, regardless of the pace, but that are willing to run 50 plus miles.
Yeah.
in one sitting.
Yes.
What is your diet looking like, bro?
My diet. My diet's terrible.
No, no, no. Hold up. We gotta keep in mind because I don't think I've ever shared this with you.
Yeah.
But I used to not eat sugar. I used to like try to cut down my sugars, keep the carbs up, but lower down all my saturated fats, lower down all my artificial sweeteners and stuff.
Yeah.
And this year I found pecan pies, like little pecan pies. I started eating them, but then I also started increasing my mileage. So I was like, bro,
It's worth it.
I have root beers at home waiting for me. I have one. I can only drink one every week. I think it's either gonna be this Saturday when I finish my long run,
Yeah.
or I don't know when.
I mean, yeah, I to lose a bunch of weight. I was very chubby in the summer, last summer,
When you
and
say like how much you should weigh?
probably close to 190.
Holy
So I'm
you
down
lost like 30,
25. Yeah,
like
almost 30 pounds. Yeah,
that's a lot.
since probably July, August.
But it did that started same thing because of the marathon? I mean for the ultra marathon, or how did
No,
that
it
come
was
about?
just dieting and like I got into gut friendly diets where I was eating
A
just
gut friendly diet.
yeah, just a lot of fermented foods and bone broth in the morning,
Mm.
drinking that, a lot of fruits, raw dairy,
Okay.
all this stuff
Is
that
raw dairy good for you? I mean, because I've always heard the opposite that raw dairy was actually pretty bad. Like raw milk, that's
yeah.
just horrible for you.
No, I drink a bunch. I'd buy it from Sprouts and I drink a lot of raw milk. I'd still drink it, but it's kind of pricey. So
I mean, yeah,
yeah,
everything. But if you said when you the moment you said sprouts, I was like, yeah, no, that's a different level right there. Financially, how do you sustain yourself going through a doctorate while like because I was barely able to manage whatever 4 or 5 cents I had while I was in college, and then barely making a living and pay rent and all
yes,
that stuff.
yes.
What do you do?
Thankfully for undergrad, so when I got out of high school, I was applicable for a lot of FAFSA loans.
Okay, okay.
So I got a lot of financial aid, and that helped through majority of my undergrad stuff that I didn't have to pay. I got a bunch of grants and to go to school, thankfully. And I wouldn't have made it through if I went to a really nice school. So I settled for a commuter school. I went to Cal State San Bernardino, which was a pretty decent school, but just cheaper, more affordable, fit my grants a little bit better and closer to home. And but they didn't cover the last year. But what I did, or like the last 2 semesters of school, so I kind of finessed the system in a way because I got a job at UPS and in management. And when you work in management at UPS, they offer tuition reimbursement. So they give
Oh,
you almost up to $20,000 a year to go to school
so it was like
if you go to
you
school.
found a Chico, not a
Yes.
Chico, but
So as soon as I started working there, I applied and they gave me like 15,000, and I started working there in like November. So
you
when
said at management, right?
in
No, I
management,
don't mean to cut you off, but how do you get it? Did you had managing experience?
I was a manager at Chipotle. That
Oh,
was
okay,
one of my
okay,
first jobs, but I got into that job through one of my coworkers. His older brother worked at UPS for like 10 years,
okay.
and he's like, "Hey, if you ever want a job, I can get you in." So he got me in to a pretty decent job, and applied. I got money from UPS, like 15,000, and then like 2 months later, it was a new year, and I reapplied again in January, and they gave me another like 20,000. So I got a free like $35,000 in like 3 months
Okay,
from working at that job.
that is
And then I was
crazy.
only there for like 6 months, and then I quit, and
But they
it's
still pay
great.
for it.
Yeah, yeah, they pay.
Okay, guys, you heard it her first. You heard it here first. You want to get you want to get your 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 financial aid cover. Just
Work at UPS,
do
work in
UP
management at
work
UPS.
at yeah. I would say management or something like that. Because I think well, Chick Fil A does the same thing though, right? Chick Fil A does something similar where you're like in a lead position or something like that. They could cover a certain amount of your tuition. They give you like $8,000.
Yeah,
I've seen it on the internet and on Instagram a couple times.
yeah. Certain jobs will do it. What I was a dispatch supervisor in the feeder department for UPS. So
That
it,
sounds a lot takey stuff.
yeah, it wasn't a fun job, but it was cool. My boss was very cool. He very much supported what I was doing, And then outside of that too, I was big into the stock market, investing,
We'll talk
financial
about
stuff.
that, bro. Because I've been wanting to get into it, but I know it's not something you just like, oh, you walk in through it and you're fine. Let me
Yes.
warm up. Let me try to do a little V1 right there. You'll see it. Hopefully I don't fall, but it's something chill.
You got it. You got it. Keep your feet on. Keep your feet on. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Get your left foot up. Left foot up.
Here, right?
No, no, no. Oh, okay. There too. That works. You can walk over a little bit. Your
There.
left foot.
Oh, I think this is finished, no?
Oh yeah, yeah. You
It says
finished.
right.
Yeah.
Wait, what is this? Oh, this is
The
to go
climb
down.
down helps
Oh,
you
I
climb.
like it. It's like a little arrow, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
It's a
tight.
down arrow.
That's tight.
To help you down climb.
See, that's a V1.
That's
That don't feel
good, bro.
chill.
That was good.
See, this, but I don't know. I'll tell you, try, it, but that's too little for you, bro. You gotta go to the big boy stuff. I'm still in
What's
TK.
this black one?
Let's see. Hold up. Oh yeah, where you at? Turn around.
Look, this is a good one. This is a 3.
Where?
This
That black
this
one?
black one right here is a 3. Finish
What?
is up there. Let me try it.
Have fun with it.
This looks very doable.
All right. There we go.
Um,
Dino it. You okay?
yeah. Let me see. I thought this was more grippable, so I gotta go there.
Yeah. Or there we go.
That's a high climb. Okay, hold on. There you go
Oof. Oof.
for it. How did I do that? I
That
took one of my
is
feet off and then I lost
that
it.
is crazy though.
Hold
Don't worry, bro. I'll give it a try in a little bit.
on. Let me get some chalk. I'm gonna do it again. I can do it.
Do your thing, bro.
I know I can do it.
The gimbal is gonna be your best friend right now. He's saying where you at? Where you at? He's looking for you.
Oh
You
yeah.
see? Hold up.
Hi gimbal.
There we go. I didn't know that it was called gimbal until that guy said, it, which I appreciated. The front manager at the front people here at Hangar 18 told me that was called a gimbal. I was like, okay, there we go. You got it. You got it. Nice. You got it. You got it. Oof. You got it. You got it, bro. Nice. Ooh.
Hold on.
Nice. Yeah. Like butter. You guys saw that? Crazy, bro.
That was hard.
Like butter though. The fact
Not
he's
like
saying
butter.
that was hard, and then doing it that easily. Well, I get what you mean though. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
What is that?
I was just seeing what was up there.
Oh, I thought no. With that red one though, looks crazy, bro.
Like there's another one that's called bruh over here.
That's another bruh. Yeah, no, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Bruh.
I want to try that V3, but before I try it,
I think that's a good one for you. That 3.
it's a good attempt, right? It's like it's a good.
I think you can do that one. It's just slippery.
Like I shouldn't think that it's a V3. I should just think that it's a climb, you know?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
just get up there.
The holds are actually pretty good. It's just slippery. That's it.
All right.
The foot placement is weird.
Let me see. Let me give it a try. So I was in because we talk about Maddie and mind and body, a mixed mind, and and I studied psycholinguistics in one of my psych classes. I don't think you know this. I graduated from Cal State Long Beach with a psychology degree, and
Oh,
one of my last
sick.
classes was psycholinguistics, and I did everything so that I would get like an A in that class.
Mhm.
And I remember for my last paper, bro, I went above and beyond that the professor, instead of giving me 100, she gave me a 210%. I got A with flying. I got A's with flying colors for that one.
Wow.
I was so happy, bro.
Dang. You
It was,
like that class, huh?
it did. No, it was fun. It was one of the classes that like I don't know, bro. It tickled my brain the right way, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
I've had a class like
one
that.
thing that I learned was like word blends. Whenever you're about to say a word and you say, for example, me saying Mandy with the mind and body because we mix it a lot. Or sometimes when I'm working, since I'm in the ABA field, I tend to like confuse so many terms and words,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, to reduce the behavior, reduce behavior.
Oh.
I don't know, bro. My brain goes too fast sometimes from what I can handle. How do you get into stocks? Like what steps do you take for that, bro?
Yeah, so I had no idea what I was doing. This was when COVID happened.
I'm listening and I'm gonna try to do it as you're talking, like that we can
Yeah,
talk and
perfect.
climb. Let's see how it
Perfect.
goes.
Get your thing in frame.
Let me see. There we go. Oh, I can just do that too. There we go. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I got into stocks and during COVID. My sister, she's 7 years older than me and a little bit wiser than me. And she told me like, hey, there's this guy that I follow on Instagram, and he's saying like we should buy a bunch of airline stocks because the first thing that got closed when COVID happened was the airlines. Nobody could
Okay.
fly. So she was like, oh, it might be a good idea because everything is really cheap right now. And I said, okay. And she's like, go follow this guy that, you know, talks about stocks. So I started following him and I started reading his content. He's very local to my city. Hard, huh? The foot's weird.
It's horrible. I
Well,
want to do this V1.
no, no, no. Try it again. Don't give up. Don't give. Your right foot's gonna go on it, and your left foot's gonna hug the wall. Like just dig your left big toe on that left side of the wall.
Wait,
Yeah.
here?
So right foot on, and that just goes where the wall kind of bends. That's where your left foot's gonna go. Just dig the toe into the wall.
Wait, how? Can you show me?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'll try it with my shoes off too. So you grip here, toe goes here. I'd probably put my foot there, and then this just digs here. That way you can hold here, and you get the momentum
Okay.
to get up there. Yeah.
He did it so easily.
And my shoes aren't even on.
Bro,
Have fun.
how do you not swing, bro?
So just you really dig, really dig.
Oh, I see it. I feel it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, this is gonna be my project for today, for the rest of the recording. I want to let my hands rest a little more, and please. Okay, so airline stocks.
Yes. So she told me to follow this guy. I followed him, and I'm watching his post for like a week, and he keeps talking about my mentor told me this, my mentor told me that, and I'm like, who's this guy's mentor? So I stalked him a little bit. I went through his following,
As you should.
and I figured out who he was talking about. It's this older guy. He had an Instagram page, like 400 followers. His name was Gerald Peters. And this guy's in Texas. So the guy that I was following, he was from my area in Fontana. And this other guy is from Texas, this older dude. And so I was like, instead of reaching out to this guy, I'm going to reach out to his mentor because the guy that I was following had a lot of followers already, and he was trying to sell stuff on his Instagram. I don't know if I wanted to buy into all that, so I reached out to the mentor because he had like almost no followers, and I was like, "Hey, I'm 19 right now, and I have, like $18,000 saved up that I've saved from working. I was very frugal with my money growing up, so I always saved it. I didn't know for what, but I knew I wanted to save my money. So I had like about 18,000 ish from working construction and just from saving up so much and working my other job that I was working at Chipotle. And so I saved up money. This is how much I have. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I think it's a good idea to invest. What do I do? That's literally what I DM'd him. And he got back to me like an hour later and he said, man, like you're in a really good spot with that much money. What I would do is put all that money into index funds, like open up a Roth IRA, max it out every year. Um, you could buy a stock like VOO, which is basically a index fund that follows one of the top traded like companies in the world or whatever. If you know anything about index funds, follows like the SPY and follows a lot of those companies that get traded. So it's a very safe thing to invest in. So that's what I did. I put 6,000 into it, maxed it out, and I was like, "What do I do with the rest of the money?" He's like, "If you're gonna put money into a stock," he's like, "I like Uber right now." That's what he said. He said, "I'd buy Uber. I think it's
He
pretty
said,
cheap."
"I'll buy Uber."
And I said, "Okay." And this is 2019. Uber was like $30 a share, and I was like, okay. So I put the rest of the money into Uber, and no, I actually was scared to.
So you grab your 18 and how much you put in your Roth IRA? Did you?
I maxed it out 6,000.
Okay.
It was like 6,500, I think.
Okay.
And then I had the rest of the money, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I said, let me buy a couple shares of Uber. So I bought like 2 shares of Uber, and then the next day, or like within a week, it went up like $5. I made like $5 on it or something. And I was like, "Whoa! I made $5."
There
And
we
I
go.
was all excited. My first trade ever. I
Right.
sold it, and then I told the guy, I was like, "Hey, I made some money. Whatever. I sold it." Then he's like, "Why did you sell it?" And he was like, "Man," and he sent me a free copy of his book. He has a book on the mindset of money, on how to get rich and how he became a millionaire, because he's a very ordinary guy, just a random guy from Texas. He showed, he's like, it's not easy and it's not fun, it's not pretty. I'm not gonna sell you this beautiful get rich in 1 week or 1 year. So it took me 11 years to become a millionaire, but it wasn't easy work. I
Mhm.
skipped Christmases. I stopped buying. I told my wife, I'm not gonna buy you flowers. I'm not gonna buy you this. I'm not gonna buy you that. We're just gonna work, put all our money, pay off our house, pay off all our bills, and then once all our debt is paid off, then we're going to
You good,
yeah,
bro?
yeah.
Mhm.
So once we pay off everything, then we're going to invest that money and try to become rich, buy some property. That's what he did. So he has this thing he calls the money flow, which is a cycle where you put money into stocks or income producing assets. Stocks is that main one. And once you have enough money and you're making money through that, and you have enough money to put a down payment on a real estate property, then you buy a property and you fix it up, start renting it out. That starts producing you money. Then you go back to stocks, whatever. When you have enough money for another property, buy another property. And he did that over and over again. So at the time, he had about 18 houses, I think, when I first met him, and I think now he's at about 50 something houses.
Holy
So
shoot.
he is, yeah, he's
No,
older.
he's a mentor.
Yeah, he's doing really well. And when I met him, he had like 400 followers on Instagram. Now he has over 100,000. So he's a lot more popular, harder to reach now. I don't really stay in touch with him anymore, but he taught me a lot early on about
I mean, that's a big
money.
lesson.
Yes, and it was cool because it was all free. He never tried to sell me on anything. He gave me everything I needed for free. Sent me his book for free, and I bought his book on how to actually learn how to read charts and trade.
So
That was
you,
only $30.
so you bought his book. Well, like it was a different book, I'm assuming, right?
Two books.
Okay, okay.
One about the mindset of money, which is free for everybody. Um, and then two is the actual technical how to read charts and graphs and
So
all that.
so now, so when you trade nowadays, do you do fast trades like 5 a.m. trades where you go and read the stock and then you decide how much you buy, or do you just stay stagnant and choose? Okay, I'm gonna buy this share today because it's happening, and within X amount of months, it's gonna generate me money. Is that what you do?
Second option,
The second
yes.
option? Okay.
Yes. I remember I tried day trading before, but it's really stressful because you're staring at the graph and then you see it go down and you're playing with a lot of money. I've definitely lost a lot of money. I've made a lot of money, but I've also lost some. So,
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. No, no, you got no, you're good, man. If you need me to blur the faces, just let me know too, for sure. But I appreciate it,
yeah.
man.
So all of that, I don't consider them even losses. It's just lessons. Um, Anytime I've lost money, it's just me learning something or getting better at something. So, um, sharpening my skill, sharpening my sword, essentially. And everything he told me was true. I should have, knowing what he told me, I should have just been focused on continuing maxing out that IRA every year and buying safe, slowly producing assets. He always told me like, don't get into day trading, don't get into doing that stuff.
Okay.
And I thought I was the best investor ever when started making a little bit of money. I was like, nah, screw that, I'm gonna do it. And then I went and I lost some money, and then I told him, and he's like, what I tell you? And I was like, you're right, you're right.
I feel
So
like that happens to a lot of us. Like, for example, me, because I've always wanted to get into day trading, and it sucked. Like, I sucked at it. Like, because it's a discipline too. But I see it. I see day trading the same thing as blackjack. You gotta know when to count your cards or how to count your cards, if that
yeah,
makes sense.
it's true.
Because you have to really know when to read the stop.
Hmm.
Now I tried the other way where I just like slowly, because I remember when I bought Nvidia, and in a year Nvidia made me $50, but then I had to sell everything because I was like I needed the money, you know what I mean? But I was also living under the scarcity mindset. I learned a little bit because a friend had told me, "Oh, try Robinhood or whatever." I tried it out, made the $50 in about a year, but I had like four or 500 bucks in it, so I could have made more, but
Yeah,
I just didn't know how to manage myself. I didn't know all that. So in terms of, like I said, your management skills, like you just mentioned, if at 19 you had 18K saved, not everyone can do that.
for sure.
Who
Yeah.
brought you or what raised you into having that amount of determination?
I think it was just like always wanting more because I was working at Chipotle. It wasn't a job that paid very well, but as soon as I got there, I wasn't even supposed to get hired. But I showed it. They still did the job interview with me anyways. But my boss told me like we didn't have room for you. But I he enjoyed our conversation so much, and he's like, wow, like this kid actually really is about it, and he wants to work. And I don't remember everything that I said in that interview, but I really impressed him enough for him to go to the general manager and say, hey, can you interview him because I actually think he's a good fit for the job.
And
And
that was a managing position, I'm assuming, right?
no, it was just for crew, just
Oh,
to get it.
okay.
So I got in his crew, and then they hired me after my second interview. And within like 3 months, they were like, "Hey, are you interested in being a kitchen manager? We can start training you to do that." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, for sure," because they saw how hard I was working, harder than like everybody else, kind of. And then I became a kitchen manager. Then I moved up to service manager. Then I was considering becoming an apprentice and almost opening my own store, but I realized I have bigger things in mind than owning a store or running a store like that, and I didn't want to be confined there. So um, I actually asked to be stepped down back to crew while I was finishing up school because it was kind of stressful. And but no, I think just in general, like I saved up a lot of money. I took a lot of overtime shifts, and
Mhm.
I was the person who was working, 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 and saving, barely spending anything. So um, paid off my car and had very low expenses, kept my living expenses super low, didn't have a girlfriend, none of that, just saving as much money as I can. So that's what led me to at that age being able to have so much saved up.
I feel like that's something that, like I said, everyone would benefit from.
Yeah.
The idea of, in my previous podcast, we talked about the growth and the potential of growing. We talked about how we can get, like, how connections build it, and this is the same way. Like,
Hmm.
every podcast, it's a recurring theme how connections and networking just build you and thrive you as a person, and can just make you into a better way. But also knowing when to go and when to pushing or not to push it,
Yeah.
it's also super essential because you're like, okay, yeah, I'm in a manager position, I could do more,
Hmm.
but that's not what I want. Like, that's not, like, you didn't let that stunt your growth, and you're like, oh, I control how much water I'm gonna blow. I'm gonna pour on myself today,
Yeah.
and then and you skip driving. That's crazy. That takes a lot of courage, guts. So
I think
even
also like having the humility to step down
of course
because
that's
all the crew that were there that I was their manager, they were like, "Whoa, like you're stepping down." And then it was weird for a while because then I became crew and they kind of still saw me as their manager. I was like, "No, I'm just crew now," like and kind of humbling myself in a way or stepping down and be like, no, you know what, I'm not in charge now, it's the responsibility. People who I used to manage, they became my managers and I would take orders from them, and I loved it. I thought it was really funny.
right.
But it's never being like, oh, my way is the only way. Is like, no, it's being okay taking orders, being okay having that humbleness. But also another thing is like how you do, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So like even though I knew Chipotle isn't my life and what I wanted to do forever, I knew working hard there, creating that habit there would help me in anything that I did. So in school, I always try to work my hardest. At there, I always try to work my hardest when I'm running, whatever I'm doing now. If I'm climbing, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So I always keep that with me.
And that's a mindset, bro. I feel like a lot of people don't genuinely stop considering that hard work pays off. And that was me for a really long point.
Yeah.
And then, but it does. Hard work does pay off in a way or another. But you just have to go back to the red card. You have to look at like if you think that you're working towards something but you're not getting that, you might be getting something else. But you just like your mind and your body don't align, and you have that cognitive dissonance where you're like you want something to happen but it's not happening, and you're upset at yourself. No, you
Yeah.
shouldn't be, because at the end of the day, there's always something good you're shining at. But because we look at so much of the negative stuff,
Hmm.
that it just break us down. And the humility too. That takes guts. It takes courage. Because
Agreed.
not like I was not when I was in my ninth grade. I wasn't humble at all. Bro. I was a little shit.
Yeah.
It was horrible, bro. I swear to God. By the way, do you wanna? Because I don't want to take away people. I want to take people
Yeah, we could.
this wall. Do you
We
want to
should.
go to the gym? Let's do some pull-ups.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's
All
do
right,
it.
or let's find another V something to climb. What do you think?
Yes. Yeah. Let's find another problem,
Let's
and we'll do
find
some
another.
pull-ups.
I wanted to try the V3 again, but I was like, nah, I think I'll just do chill V2s, like that we could climb and talk at the same time where I don't have to
Yes.
fucking worry about my footwork and shit.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right, let's go, big dog. Because the essential of this podcast was a walk and talk, but it's so far it's more like a vibe and cruise now.
Yeah.
Just chill with me
Hmm.
as I record with people. I'm gonna stop it just to listen to the audio, making sure everything sounds good,
Yep.
and see how it goes. It's recording you this way now. If you want to try out anything, you're more than welcome to.
Let me see. There's no problems I like on this wall. Let me see. There's like two fours right here. Let's see about these. Uh,
Are you looking at the V5?
no, I'm looking at that orange four.
Oh, that's bulky, bro.
Yeah.
One of the things that I really liked about the gym, like whether it's a climbing gym or regardless of what it is,
Yeah.
it's the amount of determination that a lot of people have to do certain things. Like when you go to a conventional gym, you see people grinding, right? But then you see some people not doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then, like here, you just generally see. I mean, besides me personally, because right now I'm just like generally recording something instead of like focusing on the climb and stuff.
Yeah.
But because I'm focusing on my grind, which is just fun. To me, this is super fucking fun.
Of course.
What you seeing here, brother?
I think I found it. This blue four.
That V4. All right, it is what it is, brother.
It is what it is.
Hold on, let
Let
me
me
put it.
lace up.
Let me change the setting of the camera. There we go. Oh, let me get rid of this actually. Like that, I could get. So you're gonna do that little blue four. Wait, there you go. That little blue four right there.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes, yes, yes. And
Well,
one other thing from the other that we're having,
please.
one thought that I had, excellence is not an act. It's not a thing that you do one time. Excellence is a habit, right? It's repeating something over and over again, whether you fail. It's only a failure if you quit.
It's
Right?
only failure for. I like that.
You know what I
It's
mean?
true.
Like, yeah, I could not do the problem and then it'd be done, but if I come back another day and I get it done, was it failing or was it just progress until I got it
Oh
done?
yeah.
Right? So climbing is cool because the problems, it teaches you a lot about problem solving. And I think that actually helps a lot with ultra marathon training because when things go wrong during a long run, you need to figure it out. And you need to figure out quick because you don't have time to think.
What's one thing, or like, what are some things that could go running, and what are your ways or your reactions towards them?
One thing is a lot of like abdominal cramps or when you get like yeah, when electrolyte balance isn't well and my stomach will start cramping or hurting really bad, being able to just block it out in my head and just being like, okay, I know it's there and I know it hurts, but if I take my mind and I put it somewhere else, whether it's a song, whether it's focusing on my footwork or whatever it is, it'll go away. And typically it does. Or you just start convincing yourself, I'm okay. I'm okay. It's not gonna kill me, so get over it. And you start telling yourself these things and you low key start to believe them a little bit. So that's one thing that can go wrong. I've had like knee pain. I used to have sharp pain that would go into my calves. And you just kind of go and until you convince your body, like your body will realize, whoa, like he's not gonna stop. And once it realizes you're not gonna stop, it will figure out any way to just kind of numb or mask that pain. So I've noticed runs at a mile 2 or 3 where I feel like I'm in the worst pain ever. By the time I hit like mile 5 and my body's like, dang, he's not gonna go, and I'm already convinced myself I'm doing 20 miles or 30 miles, it will figure it out. It figures itself out. So being able to have that shift where I don't let it affect me on my run. So because a lot of things go wrong all the time, whether it's the knee, whether it's the foot, whether it's my breathing, whether it's my fuel. You just kind of figure it out. Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, I never like, for example, me with swimming. I don't ever do that. Like, I'm thinking I'm choking, I'm drowning. I'm choking, I'm drowning because I'm scared. But I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna start having to meditate a little bit more upon that. Like, I've been working a lot on my breath work. Recently I went to a spa called Quantum in downtown LA.
Okay.
Dude, it was an experience. Like, I'm trying to gather as many people as I can because on Sundays they have this thing where they collect trash, and occasionally on those Sundays, the people that go collect the trash get
Yeah.
a chance to go into the spa, like into a session where with Pilates and an energy reset. So they let you use the sauna and they let you use the cold plunges that they have.
Yeah.
So what we can do, and this is like I said, I've been planning to get a certain amount of people on it, like that we can go, everyone can test it out. But the people that I know that they're willing to take it in as an experience that's gonna push them, that are willing to change or that have changed so much. Like, I brought it up to so far 5 people, 4 to 5 people. We'll
Yeah.
see if it actually happens. I'm bringing it up to you now, inviting you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be next month, so there's plenty of time to prep it out. And it's gonna be on a Sunday. I mean, I don't know if you have church, but yeah, I know. Talking about, are you religious? You don't have to answer this. But you're religious.
I'm Catholic. Grew up Catholic. We always go to the Catholic church
Mm.
growing up, but my parents are very hard workers, and they are having some financial troubles, so they started working on Sundays. So we slowly started getting away from the church
Okay.
and stopped going on Sundays. Probably when I was middle school, maybe. So since middle school, I haven't really been in the church all too much. I'll go very rarely, but
Gotcha.
yeah, I wouldn't say I'm deeply religious, but I do. I'm a believer. Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yes.
I mean, no, just wanted to ask. I'm going this Sunday with Joker actually to his church.
Oh, very
It's
nice.
gonna be a fun and interesting experience. So there's someone right now in one of the, I think there's a no, there's a V3, that yellow one, but he's gonna try the blue one that's right here. You're gonna have some fun with that. After that, I don't know if you. I saw you yesterday doing pull-ups. I want you to do weighted pull-ups for me, bro.
Okay. All right, we'll do
How,
it.
how often do you do weighted pull-ups?
Never. Never. Maybe
Never say never.
maybe 2 years ago I used to do them with like, yeah, I just put weights inside of like a backpack and I would just do pull ups with the backpack on.
So you
But,
do you have the belt for dips or?
dips usually, yeah, but I never really use them for pull ups.
See, that's where my mistake is, because I never train my tries. So like I have like a little baby thing right here, and I have a bigger long head than a short head. Or this is, which one is the short head of the tricep? Is it this one or this one?
Short head, this is gonna be long head.
Okay, so this is so my short head of the tricep is like minute. You could barely see that.
Well, you have 3 heads in your tricep actually, but
Is that why I call it tricep?
yeah, tricep.
There you go. Go have fun, bro. Never mind.
Okay, all right.
Jesus.
You said it. You said it.
Have fun. Have fun.
Let me see.
All right. Let me see if I can get that back into action.
Hmm.
There we go.
Fuck.
Where do you go from there, bro?
That's a hard one.
No,
I'm surprised I got that one. I just got lost.
you
I
know,
think you got a match.
I'm gonna try it out after I see that.
I think you got to go here. Ah.
You see? Oh, wait. You know how there's the one on the other side? Maybe you put your foot up there. You heel. No, never mind.
A little too high.
Hey guys, Victor here. So unfortunately, I didn't charge my mic. As you guys can tell, Andy's mic is the only one that works, and I put a captions for you guys on this clip. I apologize for that. I'll do my best so that it doesn't happen again. That's why you'd see me from now on making sure that the mics are charged. So keep enjoying the show. Thank you so much for your support. Have a good one.
Maybe. These are so hard, man.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try that V1. I was thinking my V1 because I don't know. I get actually.
You want to succeed.
Not that I want to succeed. It's just that I get scared of an injury. But at the same time, if I think that I'm gonna have an injury, then I'm gonna have an injury. So
Exactly.
I have to try it out.
Yeah.
I also think I'm not that strong, so that's why I'm like, maybe we can do some fingerboarding. And then, I really like pull-ups are my favorite workout. What's your favorite workout when you go
I think me too.
pull-ups?
Yeah, I love doing pull-ups.
Right? It's like I don't know the sensation you get of it. Have you ever done a muscle up?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Every time I see people at the gym, they ask me, "Oh, how do you get your muscle up?" I'm like, "You work this, and that," and then only a few times people have actually like done it right then and there, and I get so happy.
It's impressive.
But like, I get so fucking let's go.
Yeah.
I'm not the type of person to scream at a gym.
I could, yeah. I could maybe do two or three.
There we go. Let's see what I can do. Nah, don't lose me.
It's not following
Don't
you.
lose me, Gimbal.
Here, get in it.
You mind hitting? You see that there's a trigger behind this on the actual gimbal? There you go. There's a trigger back there. Back. There
Back
you
here?
go. This right. Click it. There you go.
One. Try it if you want.
How do you get from here to there, bro? What do you do from here?
Squeeze everything. Squeeze your butt. Other hand. Yeah. Okay, that works.
I'm okay.
You have to like
That
hook.
shit hurt.
You have to hook your heel under one of the ones and then go across.
Okay, we're gonna do the actual. Where's the view?
A little higher, right there. Yeah. Nice. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. Easy. Very easy. Very easy. See, he acts like he's a bad climber. He did that easy peasy.
That's how you want. That's you see me. You see me trying to do a V4. I literally punch the wall. That's ridiculous, bro.
But so climbing techniques is you want to.
Now that I put it to you, there we go.
If I actually was trying to just work on my technique today and not just try heavier problems, I would do below my grade, so like a 2 or 3, and try to do them with as perfect form as possible. So if I wanted to, my advice would just be do that V1 over and over again as best as you can, like statically. So that is, yeah, that's the move. I'll probably do that one too.
Yeah, do the V1. Okay, so we'll put a comparison like that people can see.
Yeah.
V1 is actually.
Nah.
V1 should be there.
No. Maybe not should be, but so I go here, there, here, this here. Oh. And I can do a flag like this. Go here. Like this. My hands kind of hurt actually. So I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna drop the knee. Go there. Go. Ugh. That was okay.
Light work.
That really hurt my hands though, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna need some.
My hands
Yeah.
feel rough. They
So
felt very like rough on that wall.
you're definitely
They're
gonna need some
burning.
apple four.
Yeah. I keep lotion on me, so
Yeah.
I got lotion.
Ooh, that boy's dying. I don't know if I'm gonna level up for Dino, but after this, bro, I always wanted to get a membership, but I wanted to get it at LA Boulders. Have you ever been to LA Boulders?
No, but I've seen a lot of it.
So if I get the membership, I'm gonna bring Andy, and then we'll find my LA Boulders, and he'll give us advice.
Bring me. I
We'll
want to
do
go.
another climb session. I gotta get a long run with this fool. I don't know. Do you do track workouts or do you do speed workouts for at your ultra, or do you just stick with long runs, keeping a steady pace?
Just long runs, mainly. Sorry. Just mainly like zone 2 work. So
So
keeping it very,
in,
very.
in terms of zones, that's your heart rate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Heart rate
So
zone.
I never, because I see it in my Fitbit and Strava, like there's zones 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but I think there's 5, right? There's 5. That's like
5
above
zones.
170, above 160, above 170.
Yeah. So I try to keep my heart rate anywhere between 136 and 145.
And that's solid.
Yeah.
And then, well, like talking about runs, are you going tomorrow? You got SIC Culture Club tomorrow, brother.
Yes.
What pace you going at tomorrow?
I'm going to the gym and then I'm going to run as well. So pace, I don't know. I haven't ran all this week, so
You haven't ran this week at all?
I'll,
I mean, the week just started.
I'll probably go quick, pretty quick pace. We'll
There you
see.
go. That'll be
Yeah.
fun. Go at a 7 flat. Become the 6 flat pacer.
I'm gonna see if I can do sub 7
Sub 7
for tomorrow.
but you're doing the 1.5 or the 3 mile?
3 mile sub 7.
Oh, solid, bro.
We'll see. Cause last week I couldn't do it, but I just done a 20 miler, then an 8 miler, and then a 20 miler.
Yeah.
3 days prior to that Wednesday run, so I was very sore.
No, definitely. Your legs were definitely feeling pooped on that.
Yeah,
So
and I did like a 7:30 pace, I think.
wow. That's
So
solid AF, bro.
so hopefully tomorrow we'll see it. Maybe I'll do a sub 7.
My pup and I yesterday we went on a 5K run. I posted all over Instagram. I'm so proud of her. She broke her 5K again. I'm pretty sure she could broke 20 for a 5K, but she ran at 23:19.
Dang, that's
For a 5K.
fast.
I know,
Oh yeah,
right?
that's really good.
I was so proud of her. I was like, I gave her a chew and she at home. She's, you know what I mean? All right, brother. What do you want to do next? You want to do some more climbing, or you want to?
Oh, my fingers are cooked. Maybe we could do some fingerboard pull-ups. I'm down.
There we go. So we're kind of wrapping it up. We've been getting into a quick little workout. Let me put this like that. We could both come out. There we
Yes.
go. We can back up right here.
Everyone.
One of my mic died. I didn't realize when, but thankfully I saved most of the genuine footage was saved. We worked in. We did a couple pull-ups. We're wrapping it up right now. We're having fun. We're just grinding with it. He was doing 45 pounds pull-ups.
So was he. So
Nice.
was he.
Wait, you were doing 45 pound pull-ups? It's nice. I like it when people push themselves,
Yeah.
and Andy's the type of person to do that. No
Yeah,
doubt
man.
about it.
Shirts off, man. I got my pump ready.
I
We're going.
respect that, bro. I'm gonna wait a little bit. My pump's not that ready yet, so I'll wait a little bit on that. I'm trying to figure out where to put the camera because I also don't want to disturb other people and their workout. Wait, it's kind of tilted, right?
Yeah,
That looks-
it is.
That looks super tilted, bro.
Maybe
But let me see. Let me if I hold on. Come on, symbol. Don't be nice to me.
it's not following you.
No, but you see how it's like super tilted to the side? Let me
Yeah.
edit that. Hold up.
Way because it's following.
Oh, I guess so.
Like,
But now
I'll
it's
follow.
following you.
Yeah.
There we go. Hold up.
That's cool, dude. I like that thing.
I know. This is generally probably the best gift I've gotten for Christmas. Since it's like recording myself or with people has been something that I really like. One of my dreams since I was 14 or since I first saw YouTube was to
Yeah.
become a YouTuber,
Uh,
and I never got the chance to. So and then I thought about like making vlogs and stuff like that, but I was like, most of those things are pure for entertainment. Entertainment's nice, you know. You wanna feed into your dopamine. Good
yeah.
for you. But by the way, let me check my mic. That one's green. Is this one green?
Yeah. Green.
Okay. So, but this serves for your dopamine, but it also makes your gear work and makes you want to become and do better things. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
agreed.
All right, let's get a couple last push-ups in. Oh, I mean pull-ups in.
Pull ups, more pull ups.
Oh, I gotta get something. I gotta get the question, the final question,
Oh, final question.
the question from Mario. All right, so you're gonna go first. How do you feel? This is gonna be our last 45-pound rep.
I'm grateful it's the last one.
There we go. We gotta get a workout in like this one day, bro.
Dude, I am so down.
I remember I did a ladder workout where we did. I was doing with that one. No, it was 25 pounds, but I did 10, 9, 10, 9, 8 all the way to 1.
Yeah.
And then I went back up 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way to 10 with a 25-pound. It felt great, bro.
Yeesh.
Made me want to cry, but it also raised me to who I am.
Yeah.
Same thing with like muscle ups. I would go into like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 muscle ups, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for muscle ups.
Dang.
That's
I
horrible.
can't do that with muscle ups. Not yet, but maybe with some of your coaching.
Likewise, I mean, brother, not a lot of people could do 45 pounds.
All right, let's do it.
There we go. Think of the V4s, bro. Solid. You got one more. You got one more. There you go. Solid, bro. How do you feel as a person?
Accomplished.
Nice.
Feel good.
All right. I'll wait until you finish there, and then we'll switch up cameras.
Whew. Yep.
So the crazy thing is that there you go. Andy did how many pull-ups did he do yesterday? 150.
150, yes.
He did 150 pull-ups yesterday,
Yesterday, yeah.
and plus 300 push-ups, right?
300 push-ups, 150 pull-ups, and
10 miles,
no,
something light,
and then a few one-arm pull-ups.
something light, right?
Something like.
Yeah, bro. You know damn well it's something light for you.
Yeah. I mean, I knew what I was getting into today. I knew I was climbing with you today. I figured we might do some pull-ups, but I was like, no, I have to.
Yeah, you have
I didn't
to.
want to skip yesterday, so here we go. We got the 45 on. Nice. Come on. There you go. Come on.
Oh, you're gonna do it now.
One more. Oh, you got one more. Come on.
No. Hold on.
Right. That was
Make
good.
an emphasis now. No, I appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
My hands were like, do your hands sweat, bro?
They burnt. Yeah.
My
for
hands
sure.
get so freaking sweaty.
Look at my hands. Look how quick they are. Show your hands. Yeah, both of ours. Look at
There we go.
the same.
That's
same
the spirit,
thing.
bro. Okay, we'll wrap up in the car. We'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, mine is green, yours is green, so we're good to roll. Okay, guys. What happened within this past 10 minutes? I was looking for Mario's question because I thought I had it on my phone, but I didn't, so I had to pull it out from my laptop. My laptop was dead. It's a long story short. Mario's question was, what's most important to you in terms of your community? Is it your work environment or your friends?
In my community. Um,
And what has impacted you the most? Your work environment or your friends?
I'd say just because I've been in school for a majority of the last decade almost, for me it's been my friends. The people that I've met along the way. I haven't fully experienced like this last year I've been in a clinical environment, clinical setting where I'm working with a lot of patients. And that has had its own impact, but the biggest impact in my own life has been through the people in the community that I've met in the past year, in the past 5 years. Everybody that I've connected with has changed me in so many ways. Like me 5 years ago, I was very shy, awkward, didn't want to talk to anybody. I would fear doing something like this, talking in front of a camera, like all of that stuff.
I would not believe that because you're so smooth with it, bro. It's like
Yeah.
a waterfall.
So I treat every interaction or every person that I meet one with interest. So everybody that I meet is I think of what can I learn from them, what can they teach me, and then also is how can I give back to them, how can I teach them something. because I think a real friend is somebody that not only helps you grow, but also that you help them grow, and it's that in sync relationship that you have with them that overall just makes both you better coming out of it. I think that's what a friend is. So um, yeah, I'd have to say friends.
Nice. Now, this is a part of the podcast where I ask you, what's your question for the next guest?
Ooh, my question for the next guest. Do I know who the next guest is, or you just has to be random?
You know what?
I mean,
I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be fair because I gave Mario a little snippet, but you know the next person. That's as far as I go. You know the next person, and it's someone very ambitious. Let's put it to that. That's more than enough, bro.
okay. My next question for them is gonna be, um, do you think that your reason for existing now is gonna be the same as it is in 10 years or 15 years?
Every guest that I had in here has had questions that just flat like dude, I swear, it's probably one of my favorite parts of the segment. Andy, thank you so much for enlightening us, for teaching us new theories, for showing us that perseverance, humility, and also knowing how and when to grind, it's something so beneficial, so important to you. I'm pretty sure that, well, me, I learned so much from you today. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us are going to take into account all the advice that you gave us today. Thank you
Appreciate
so
you.
much for
Thank
being
you for
here,
having
Owen.
me.
I appreciate it so much, bro.
Okay, man, I had fun. Today was a good day.